Why major projects? Well, major projects are very important in relation to the development of the policy, and that's what makes them particularly attractive and have a direct impact, not only in terms of the absorption of the funds, but also in delivering the public service and improvements to the economy. And by spending money wisely today, we can re-up the double benefit dividends in the future, and cohesion policy has a particular interest in that long-term perspective. Although, I must say, a lot of our focus now is still in transport infrastructures and environmental infrastructures, and we have received less projects in the other areas, which we hope will balance out in the near future. The Commission appraisal screening, as I was saying, is based on the major project applications we receive and the accompanying documents. And basically, our concern is to make sure or to verify if the project objectives are well defined, if it is technically sound, the scale of the project is adequate, is the project worth co-financing, that is, it has a positive socioeconomic impact, if the public contribution is justified, so no overfinancing, and is it consistent with community policies? Because while possibly contributing to the improvement of the economy, it may still prove to be inconsistent with, for example, environmental policy, or just to pick up on the point about public procurement, in conflict with the EU's interest to open up national markets. If the appraisal is, of course, positive, then we can move to Commission decision. And that decision will define the project and define its financial envelope and the breakdown of the years, which gives some extra advantage to the beneficiary to shield against the loss of funds which need to be absorbed in the N+2, the second or third year from the commitment. But as you may have noted, we are in the conventional funding business. So this is grant financing. This is not very possibly exciting, but it's still a secure source of financing. So the money is available, the money is committed, and therefore all you need, but it's not easy, is to prepare the programs and work on the maturation of projects, so these funds are also can be used effectively, because without projects there is no funding at the end of the day. What I would like to stress is that although it is the grant financing and we finance in the new member states even up to 85% of the investment costs, this does not mean that it excludes private financing. You saw the slides in the UK. Well, the whole idea is that, well, for projects that don't generate any net income, you finance, it's a public project, you finance the totality of the project. But for those that do generate income, and these are the ones that the private sector is interested in, well, then the philosophy is that only the funding gap, that is the part of the investment which is not covered by the net revenue, is eligible for financing, therefore allowing to blend public and private, or private bank private and national funding into such projects. All one would say is that the flow, the pipeline of projects is there, but we have not seen them yet. So there is our wish, and I think the message from here was also the same, we need to accelerate the implementation of projects. In the new member states, we have particular instruments to help and provide technical assistance, because there the problem is not the same as in the UK. They don't have the expertise, knowledge, and organization to be able to prepare such large-scale projects. And this has proved very, very valuable in the last few years. I mean, few years. It started in 2007, and it is in collaboration with the EIB, who has supplied the expertise and backs all this effort. Now, what I would like particularly to underline is the strategic vision of cohesion policy, because, and where, like today's times, when you realize that there is a need to reduce spending, cut capital spending, where the cohesion policy comes with a strategic view and the need to maintain the priorities, use the funds, and achieve results in the long term. So we have a 7-year programming period, and therefore we are really pushing the member states and making our best efforts to make sure that we don't move away from the targets, so that member states, the community, the union all benefit and ensure the success of this common effort. If you need more information about cohesion policy, I put you the reference to the site, and thank you very much for your attention.